Well, hey, good afternoon, PawPrint class. How are you guys this afternoon? Boy, we sure did get a lot of rain last night. Did you hear any hear any thunder or see the lightning? It really was something last night. But I'm so thankful we're okay, and today, beautiful blue sky. So, I want us to start off by doing our pledge. So if you'll stand, here's our flag right behind us. Remember, you may not see me, but I'll be saying it with you. Here we go. Right hands over your heart. Here we are. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent, excellent. Good job. And here's our date. Today is Monday, starting a new week, Monday, April the 20th. So, not much time left in April. Well, since we had all that rain last night, I was thinking about rainbows. Kind of go along with rain, and so that's the poem I chose for today. So let me hold this up so that you can see, and here's the beautiful rainbow. All right, let me read this to you. Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas, but clouds that sail across the sky are prettier far than these. There are bridges on the rivers as pretty as you please, but the bow that bridges heaven and over tops of trees and builds a road from the earth to the sky is far prettier than these. Yeah, the rainbow is like a bridge, isn't it? From the sky, from the heaven, down to us. Have you ever been able to find the end of the rainbow like the song? I've never been able to find it either. Do you remember what the rainbow means? Remember when we studied in Bible a long time ago about Noah and the flood? And what did that rainbow? It was a promise. Remember we talked last week about God making promises. God promised that he would, never flood the earth again like he did before. So it's always a good reminder when we get to see a rainbow. Well, for Bible, the next few weeks, I want to tell you some missionary stories. A missionary, you remember, is a person, or it could be a couple or even a family, that go and tell others about Jesus. And so the stories I'm going to tell you are actually, some true stories about missionaries and some things that they've done over the years. And so I want to start off with a little girl. Her name is Katrina. So I imagine she probably lives maybe down in Mexico somewhere. And she wanted to go somewhere really, really badly. Have you ever wanted to go somewhere and you kept asking Mom, can we go here? Can we go? Can we go? She kept asking her mom if she couldn't please go to Sunday school. In the village where she lived, she had already gotten to go 2 times, and it was Sunday morning, and she wanted to go back again and hear the Bible stories. But her mom wouldn't let her. She said, Katrina, I don't have a good feeling about that, and so you're not allowed to go. You just go outside and play and leave me alone. I have cooking to do. Well, as she went outside, she began to cry. I don't know if you can see real close. There's a little tear coming down her eyes. And she was so upset, and she saw her daddy, and he was outside, and he said, Katrina, what is wrong? What is the problem? And she told her dad, I really, really want to go to Sunday school. All the other boys and girls are getting to go, and we sit under the tree and we look at pictures and we hear the missionary tell us stories about Jesus, and I really want to go. She said, I've already gotten to go 2 times, but now Mother won't let me. So her dad said, well, you know what? You can go as many times as you have fingers. So how many times is their daddy going to let her go? 5 on one hand, 5 on the other. 5 plus 5 is how many? 10. So her daddy said that she could go 10 more times, and she could hear a story for each finger. All right, so that's where we're going to stop today. So we'll figure out tomorrow, we'll hear tomorrow about what happens to Katerina when she goes to hear the story from the missionary. Well, boys and girls, we have been working and working, haven't we, on different consonant blends. And that's blend, blah, blah. That's what we're going to have today. We're going to take the letter B, buh, and put it with the letter L, blah, blah. So let's take a look. Move my chair a little bit so that you can see. All right, let's take a look at this first word. B-L-E-S-S. All right, so we have one vowel, so it means we're gonna say it's short sound, eh, eh. So I'm gonna put B-L in front of it, blah, eh, and then we have 2 S's. Now remember, when we have 2 letters that are exactly the same, they only make one sound. So we have bless, bless, not bless, just bless. And that's what we do each day, don't we? Before we eat, we ask God to bless the food, or we say a blessing, all right? A blessing. We're asking God to bless the food. All right, this next word, one vowel, short sound, only this time it's a, ah. This is a color. See if you can figure it out. And if I look carefully, CK is at the end. Now remember, we've already learned when C and K are together, it makes the K sound, but it only says that sound one time. All right, almost like S and S up here. So we've bl, a, k, black, black. Yep, that's the color of my board. It's called a blackboard. All right, it's not the like dry erase we had at school. This is made out of something else. So this is black. All right, here's another color right underneath it, U and E. There is Bossy E. So he tells the letter U, you're going to say it's your long sound. So we have bl and then U, blue. Blue, it's the color blue. We have beautiful blue skies today, don't we? After having all that rain last night. Blue. So we have black and blue, 2 colors with the BL sound, blah, blah. All right, let's look at this next one. It also has one vowel in it, O. What's the short O sound? Ah, like an ostrich, an otter. So it's going to be blah, and then there's CK again, k, block, block. I brought to share with you when Will was a little boy. He has, and I've kept them over the years, he's had a set of blocks. And so he would build them up, stack them up as high as he could, and then they'd fall over, or sometimes, what did he like to do? He'd build a big old tower and then crash it down, block. And if you have more than one block, like this, we put an S at the end and say blocks, blocks. All right, let's go to the next word. B-L, bl, and O-O, ooh, bloom. I brought in to show you, outside in my front yard, I have a big rose bush, and the roses are beginning to bloom, bloom. All right, I'm sure around your house or as you're driving around, you'll see flowers that are just, they're blooming. They've had so much rain, they've had a good drink of water, the sun is coming out, it's warming up, and so the flowers are beginning to bloom, bloom. So that's this word. All right, next word, B-L, and then there's short A because there's only one vowel. Blast. Blast. All right. Remember when we would count down backwards from 10? We get down to 1, what do we say? Blast off. So let's try it. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Blast off. That's right. And then that rocket goes straight up into the sky. Blast. All right. B-L-O-W. This word, blow. Blow. The wind blows. You can make wind when you blow air out of your mouth. What happens when it's your birthday? What do you do to those candles? You blow the candles out. Right. So this is the word blow. And the last word, B-L, blah, and then I have the short I sound, I, N-K, blink, blink. All right, so I'm going to take my glasses off for this word. Can you blink your eyes? That's when you close both of them real quick. Maybe you get a little bit of dust in there, so you blink your eyes. Now that's different from a wink. A wink is when you shut one eye and keep the other eye open. A wink and a blink. So those are fun to try and do. All right. So those are our B-L, blah. See if you can think of some other words that start with B-L, blah, blah. I didn't write it up there, but the other day, Mr. McGuire, he had gone fishing and was cutting the fish, and he cut his finger, and what happened? What came out? Blood. So that's another BL word. So there are lots and lots of BL words out there. I just wrote down 8, but I'm sure you can think of some more. So try and think of some other BL words. Blah, blah. And we are filling up. Let me stand up and show you our chart. So far on our chart, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and today with BL, it'll make 10 sounds that we have learned. So I am so proud of you. We are just really doing a lot of good work with making blending of sounds, putting two sounds together, mixing them up, putting them in a blender, and we get that new sound. BL, B and L, put it together, blah, blah. All right, now last week I told you that we were going to start our new book. So if you have your book, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. You can always go and get it. We're going to go over the words today and maybe the first page of Matt the Rat. And Matt, capitalized, that's his name, Matt. I bet it's short for Matthew. Do you remember who Matthew was? We talked about him in Bible, didn't we? All right, but this is Matt the Rat. So let's go over our words first. Just like we would do if we were in reading group time at school. So the first word, P-A-C-K. There's that C-K sound. We see it a lot in words. And you know what? It doesn't change. It always was going to say the K sound. So we have P-A-K, pack, pack. All right? When you go on a trip, what do you have to do? You have to pack your clothes. All right? A-N, an. All right? An. I had for breakfast an egg. Oh, and that's word number 3. E-G-G, the G sound. Now remember, there's two G's beside each other, but we don't say egg, G. We just say egg. That is, those two letters make one sound. So we put 2 with it, word number 2, an egg. All right, let's go to number 4. We had this word last week in our book with Tess and Bess. Here's CK again. See, it shows up in a lot of words. rock. All right? Here's a rhyming word. We still have O-C-K, just like we had in rock, but this time we're going to change the first letter. Instead of it being R, it's going to be S. S-ock, sock. Rock and sock. All right, two rhyming words, almost exactly the same. It's just the first letter is different. All right, we also had word number 6. Ugh, mug. Remember the girls drank their tea out of a mug? All right, next word. Ant, pant, pant. Sometimes when Will would play outside, he might fall and get a little tear in a pant leg. He was wearing pants, all right, one for each leg, but the one pair of blue jeans I remember the most, it just had a tear in the pant leg. One pant. All right. Next one. Mess. We don't want to make a mess. That's not. It's fun, but the only bad thing is you always have to clean it up afterwards. So we have mess. All right. Word number 9. We're almost to the end. U says puff. All right, and we have 2 F's, P-U-F-F. 2 letters exactly the same, makes one sound. There's that rule again. Puff, puff. All right, the next word we had last week too. This is kind of like a review, isn't it? J-am, jam. Do you remember Tess had gotten the jam out and she had it all over her face? All right. And then our sight words. Capital I. When you're talking about self. I. One letter A, or you could say A, and then T-H-E, the. T-H-E, the. The sky is blue. The flower is red. The. All right, so today I want us just to read the first page. All right, so we had our first page, is the front of the story. This is really page 1, although it's just the cover of the book, isn't it? They're counting that as page 1. Page 2, down here at the bottom, that's our box, our word box. So really, our first page that we have words on to read is page 3. All right, so let's take a look at it. If you want to fold your book back, you can. Let's look at the first sentence. I, and then am, and then there's his name. It starts with a capital letter. M-A-T-T. At. And there's 2 T's, but we say it how many times? 1 time. Not Matt, just Matt. I am Matt. All right, the next sentence, almost the same. I am a, or you could say I am a, there's that word, pack, what? R-A-T, at. I am a pack rat. Oh, that's somebody that likes to collect things and save things. Now, I'll tell you a secret. If you ask Mr. McGuire, he would probably say that Miss McGuire, that I am a pack rat. Because I do. I save a lot of things because I think, oh, I could use this teaching at school, or oh, I could use this at home. So he might say, if you ask him, he might say that I am a pack rat too, just like Matt. All right, let's look at the last sentence. I am, what's his name? Matt, the T-H-E, the rat. Say it with me again. I am Matt the rat. All right. Are you a pack rat? Do you like to save things? Do you like to bring home treasures and maybe keep them in a box somewhere? When Will was little, he did that, and so I got him a little box. And he would find different things, a feather or a special stone that he liked, and he had a little box that he put all of his, he called it his treasure box. All right, so he liked to keep things. All right, so tomorrow we're going to do a couple of more pages in our story. We're going to have another couple of, another part of our missionary story. Let's find out tomorrow what Katrina does or what story she learns when she goes to see the missionary. And we're going to have a new blend to work on. So I will check off BL in block, and we're going to do tomorrow CL, cl. Now remember, we've learned CH, that was ch, like in church, but now we're going to learn CL, cl, cl. So tomorrow, and we also will probably start learning about a new country. We've been to England, and then last week we went to Netherlands and Holland, and tomorrow we'll start another country to visit. So I will see you then. I hope that you have a great afternoon. Always remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I.